This is Winnie. Or rather, this was Winnie. This is what Winnie looks like now. Quite a difference. So I thought I'd share with you how I got Winnie when she was like this and made her into this. So that if you're thinking about converting a van, then this video will be super duper useful. And if you're not, well, this video will still be super duper entertaining, because who doesn't love seeing a girl sweat, pass out, and literally get covered in rust and paint? Right? So many good things coming for you. Oh boy. Let's go. So let me start from the beginning. So, why did I decide to buy a camper? I wanted a car for obvious reasons. Work, freedom, etc. But I'm also a full-time filmmaker. I figured having a van with that extra space for equipment would be more use to me, so I looked into getting a van. But then, I kept seeing van life posts on Instagram and Facebook, and honestly, who wouldn't fall in love with that sweet, sweet cladding look? Not to mention, I live in Scotland. Figured I should make the most out of my time here as best as I can, and what better way to do that than in a camper? Transport and accommodation combined, baby. Before I stepped into anything though, I budgeted. I probably sat my butt down and thought to myself, Ella, bro, are you financially stable enough to do this? And after a lot of hard work and competition winning, very convenient, I was. And there was so much budgeting. Insurance, conversion costs, petrol, parking permits, tax, mechanical costs, dear God, the list went on, and it was daunting. But this was probably the most important part. I wouldn't want to have rushed into it, and then suddenly, hey presto, I'm broke. So, without further ado, it took me 6 months of researching and reconsidering so that I wouldn't be later on regretting, and I thought about literally everything to do with the pros and cons of getting a van. But mid-June, I bought Winnie. And she looked like this. I got her off some surfer dude on eBay. I know what you're thinking. eBay? Risky. Well, it was, but it turned out fine for me personally. Anyways, Winnie was going for around the £2,000 mark, and she needed a lot of work doing, so I kind of just said, I'll give you 1,600, no more, no less. He kind of just said, oh, okay, thanks. And I went to pick her up. He let me drive her before I bought her. Idiot has a death wish. Literally, he was in the passenger seat and probably wet himself, to be honest. He was like, curb, digger! I'm just kidding, it was fine, don't worry. And I honestly thought that van driving would have been so much harder because, you know, that's like twice the size of my little old Ford KA. But I loved it. You are the queen of the road. You can see everything. It's easy, basically. Don't worry about it. So, I bought her. And this is when I made the list. The list is something I wrote down, everything I had to do to Winnie to make her become beautiful. As I got through chore after chore, I got to tick them off. And there ain't nothing as satisfying as placing that final tick on this list and seeing everything you've completed laid out before you. So, let us begin. Once I had the list, I simply started from 1 and did her up bit by bit. Look at it. And there was so much wrong with her, like seriously. Like the coolant was leaking, she squealed on startup. There was so much rust. She was filthy inside, she wouldn't shift down into third gear. Here we go. That wasn't working before. Did you see that? But before I fixed any of that, first, priorities. I need to install these speakers into the dash of the van. Yes, that is correct. It's like the 4th day and I haven't done anything to the van yet. The music is so bad, man. Let me show you. And see, there's just no bass, you just can't hear the boom boom. Before I did literally anything, I replaced those simple speakers. I mean, let's face it, it really is the most important part. So this is what it sounds like right now. Yeah, we're happy. Then I took her to the mechanic, just to make sure all was good before I spent the hours, days and weeks on her. They said it needed a new gearbox to fix the 3rd gear, and I ain't going nowhere near spending that kind of money on a new gearbox, so no 3rd gear it is. Back from the mechanic, she was all good. Ready for a whole lot of TLC. First up, I cleaned her. You're holding it vertically, mate. Pause it and start it again. I annoyingly didn't film the exterior cleaning. Squeaky clean. Because, I mean, you know what cleaning looks like. Squeaky clean. But especially the roof. It was so satisfying cleaning the hard green moss off the top. Power washers are amazing things. Next, I did the interior. It was all disgusting. Oh boy. My disgust emotion would have been continuously complaining at this point.
That's it. I'm done.
The surfer dude definitely had a dog because there was wire hair everywhere and it was so hard to get out. We used tape, then vacuumed and washed everything. Look at that vacuum getting fuller and fuller of dust. Yum. And loud. This made a huge difference. I could comfortably drive in it without thinking I'd catch some disease. I also knew I had to clean the back, so I knew I'd need to get the rock and roll bed out. I had to take the spare wheel out to do this. And that's when I saw the underneath. By God, I was not expecting to see this.